Welcome back to SpectraShowcase. Today, we're diving into something that honestly blew our minds: SB19's live concert performance in Taiwan. This wasn't just any performance, we're talking about sold-out shows, raw vocals, no backtracks, and fans who brought the heat just as much as the band did. If you think you've seen it all, trust us, you haven't. Let's get into why this performance might be one of their best yet. What's up, Spectra fan? We're back with another deep dive, and this time, it's a reaction to SB19 Live in Taiwan. Let's talk hype, packed venue, screaming fans, and SB19 bringing everything they had to that stage. There was no fancy layering or vocal age, just the pure, undiluted talent of 5 incredible performers. The most insane part, it was hot. We mean Taipei in the summer hot. And yet these guys were on stage, dancing, singing, and sweating through their set without missing a single beat. Fan presence and hype. The energy from the crowd was off the charts. Thousands of fans gathered, and the venue had to scale up capacity just to handle it. And we're not just talking about screaming and waving lightsticks. This crowd knew the lyrics, the cues, and when to shout. The SB19 fandom, known as Aiden, showed up in full force. Even TikTok clips and phone-recorded footage sounded crystal clear. That says a lot about how good the acoustics were and how powerful SB19's vocals came through, even unfiltered. Vocal authenticity and stage quality. Here's where it really gets wild. No playback, no backing vocals, no lip-syncing. When SB19 sat down to deliver their more mellow, emotionally charged set, every single note was real. This was a stripped-down moment that reminded us what live performances are supposed to feel like. If you're going to sit on stage and sing ballads, you better bring vocal heat. And SB19 did. It's honestly frustrating that this level of live performance isn't standard around the world. SB19 set the bar. Standout moments and crowd reactions. Multiple songs hit harder live than the studio versions, and that's saying something. There was a section of the concert that mirrored what they did in Manila, a seated sequence focused entirely on vocals. The moment they shifted into the emotional zone, it got personal. Pablo sounded like he swallowed the CDAs. How perfect he was. Someone literally shouted, "Live album when," because the vocals were that pure. These weren't just performance, they were vocal masterclasses. Production value despite venue shift. What made this even more impressive? SB19 had just come from a full production show back home. We're talking big bands, high-budget visuals, the works. And yet, in a smaller overseas venue, they still delivered like it was their biggest concert. You'd expect a scaled-down setup to mean scaled-down energy, but not with SB19. Even without the massive stage effects, their stage presence, synergy with dancers, and vocal control made it feel larger than life. Live versus studio comparison. Let's be real, some tracks were better live. They had grit, soul, and emotion that felt even more potent than what you get in a polished studio version. It didn't feel fair, honestly. You're watching this thinking, how is this live version better than the record? But it was. The group delivered hit after hit with the same precision and passion you'd expect at a home concert with 10 times the production budget. Venue and crowd vibe. Let's give a quick shout out to the venue. It had a club meets theater vibe, and the sound quality was surprisingly crisp for its size. You could feel the intimacy, but still sense the grand scale of what was happening. And the crowd, pure fire. It didn't matter whether they were in Taiwan, Manila, or Mars, these Aiden fans knew how to elevate a show. They weren't just watching, they were participating, singing, and pouring their energy into every song. Fatigue, illness, and still crushing it. Here's the kicker. Some of the members were reportedly sick coming off a performance at the Hito Awards. And you couldn't even tell. The vocals were still pristine, the energy, sky high. And they never broke character. That kind of professionalism is rare. Even with colds and fatigue, they kept the bar set unreasonably high. That's what makes SB19 one of the most respected live performers out there right now. If you felt even half the excitement we did, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe to SpectraShowcase for more SB19 reactions, live reviews, and exclusive concert breakdowns. Drop a comment with your favorite part of the Taiwan show and let us know if you think the live versions top the studio tracks. Until next time, keep streaming, keep supporting, and keep sharing the music that moves you. We'll see you in the next video.